All right, Matt, UFC Singapore coming at us live this Saturday, early morning. The prelims start at 5 a.m. Eastern here in North America. And listen, our second fight on the card at heavyweight. This is a super fun one between Ciryl Gane taking on Don'Tale Mayes. And listen, Don'Tale Mayes is a really special guy because he knocks people out. I mean, he's got a great record. It's 7-2. His one loss in, before Dana White's Contender Series was due to illegal elbows. And then his other loss was to Alan Crowder, who ended up making it to the UFC.
That
but the
loss
other
gets worse and worse every day.
The other two on the Contender Series, great finishes. He got a win this summer, earned him a contract against Ricardo Prezel, a guy who I was high on going into his first Rizin debut in 2018. But Ciryl Gane, I mean, Matt, we have a little bit of experience watching Ciryl Gane fights. Of course, he trains with MMA Factory. And this is a guy that trains, main sparring partner with Francis Ngannou. So what can you say about that? I mean, that's awesome experience to have. But yeah, I mean, he's coming from France. He's a French national, but the majority of his fights, I mean, he's only got 4 as a pro, 3 of them taking part in TKO MMA here in Quebec and Canada. And listen, the guy went on an absolute tear. He beat Adam Dykstra, who was a huge prospect for the organization, probably their biggest prospect regardless of weight class. Oh yeah, he's doing boxing now because Ciryl Gane just absolutely threw that hype train. Just picked the train off the tracks and threw it off the hype train. So now you've got Gane coming into his second fight in the UFC. He blew the brakes off of Rafael Pizzo in his debut. He looked awesome in a chance where he could have finished it with his fists like he normally does. Brought the fight down to the ground and finished it by submission. Like, this guy's great.
He's a much more well-rounded martial artist than you would just assume by looking at him. He does have that big power on the feet, but he's one of those guys where he plays it very smart. If he has you hurt and can get the submission because he hurt you on the feet, he's going to go that kind of whatever path of least resistance. Really high on him, one of the better prospects at heavyweight. And you're not going to see 2 heavyweight fighters bigger than these guys ever really fight. I mean, they both pretty much have to cut to get to the 265-pound weight class, so it's going to be a really impressive matchup. And I've been kind of going back and forth. I do think Ciryl Gane's going to win this, though.
Don'Tale Mayes definitely has the, experience advantage. As far as the odds are concerned, minus 300 for Ciryl Gane, plus 250 for Mayes. I'm surprised that isn't closer here. One guy making his debut, one guy in his second fight. We're so high in this fight, we're going past the 2 minutes. It's a lot of fun. And Matt, you brought up a really good point because both guys really tall at 6'5". Slight reach advantage is going to go the way of Ciryl Gane by 1 inch, but you're hardly ever going to see bigger heavyweights competing in the UFC anywhere. So it should be a really great fight. I'm going to take Gane in this one. Matt's going to take Gane. We went past the 2 minutes, but this is a great fight. And regardless, it should be a really fun one. And realistically, win or lose either of these guys, I want to see more. I think Don'Tale Mayes is one of those guys that could stick around in the UFC. I think Ciryl Gane ultimately has a really high ceiling. He just needs more experience, so it should be a really fun one. Don't forget to, just check out our Fight Night picks, 2-minute predictions, UFC Singapore, Bellator 231, Bellator 232.
A lot going on this weekend.
Here on YouTube. Let's get into it.